Just a little explanation about how this works. See this, remember I got quite a bit of songs. Well, it says 69 videos. Oh, 69 reminds me of the lady I dedicated this song to. She had a boyfriend, so we just watched a one and a half you know mummy movies that she enjoyed, and and fell asleep with a nice foot massage, which she got permission from her boyfriend to. Um, oh, 69, man. Anyways, what I wanted to say, but oh yeah, oof, I'm distracted by my Japanese angel princess. This is how many were added to the series. And by the way, this series is to give you a break from the important stuff. Except, of course, it has most of my views, right? That's kind of sad that people just want to. I'm not even that great a singer, and I make a lot of mistakes, but they prefer that over the thinking videos that I post. So, man, I love her 400. Okay, so I did a search for Dr. Eumenix, and there's actually 400 videos right now. It just takes a while to update, and it updates in very different ways on very different apps that kind of don't make sense. Well, I mean, they make sense, but they're still probably very hard, even for an expert of YouTube, to figure out because there's so many different ways that it's come to be varied in this way. So if you see here, well, that's one of my videos, right? That's the latest one, and I've shared this with thousands of people today. So it says no views right now, but it's actually, if I sign on, or if I go back to the TV app, you'll see that there is. The TV app might show me 8 maybe, and my own might show me 12 or something, but it's probably more, and it takes, a cycle to kind of update. That's another one from today. That is one where I don't know why it shows up more. It did show up more on the lady at Walmart, who is my mother's age, who asked me, what do I do? Because, she thought I was smart. And so I had to say, well, I'm an independent social scientist, and she didn't know what that was. So she kind of kept asking, and that's great because I don't get that from anybody in my family. So I told her how to find me, Dr. Eumenix, on her phone, and the first video that popped up for her, and I would think, well, is she looking at stuff with a lot of skin on her phone? And no, it just gives it that way, and it's not because there's a lot of views. So you might want to ask yourself, I'm not watching porn here. that it gives me this one first, right? So this is the second one. Now, this is the university that I've criticized, and I've even walked into a police station in Japan and showed them the English/Japanese, because it was equal translation, letter that I was mailing him, and I have the screenshot that it was delivered, and even tried attempts to say, hey, can you stop plagiarizing and just collaborate with me, maybe visiting scholar. So when I shared this link with the lady I dedicated the lady song to, the Kenny Rogers song, it went up about 3 or 4. But I'd also asked that lady my Japanese angel princess, this is Springfield College, who eventually revoked Bill Cosby's honorary degree from there. But it's religious, right? So it's incompatible with Eumenix. So these are some of mine that show up, and you might see more. Now, I wanted to say something in a second here about the lady song, in just a moment. So this lady song, okay, which I only have 400 views. I asked her if she could, to bring it up to 400, because it's dedicated to her, if she could share it. I do not believe she shared it, but I do believe those 3-4 extra views on the link right before I asked her that of the university in Japan increased from her and maybe even somebody else. But that didn't really increase that song I dedicated to her. Now this young woman, I don't know, she's like 25 or something, that I developed a crush on, which was a great feeling because love is a lot of the way my brain is programmed. And even if I have a place to direct, or a person or an animal or just a scenario, and by the way, I've evolved up to the 4th kind of love, the ecocentric love, which is, it's really allowing my brain to just go to the next level. and it's just a love of the greater concept of the biosphere or Gaia, but not directed as if it's an entity. It's a love of the inherent value of the moment and the experience of life that is also